Hi YouTube. Are you being complacent? Are you fooling yourself? Or are you being emotionally adaptive? A lot of the things that I talk about are changing your mindset, changing your perception. Because reality is only our perception of it. Two people could be in the exact same situation and perceive it totally different. Someone sees it as a positive experience, someone sees it as a negative experience. Our history and our passing, fluctuating moods, which can be brought on from a lot of different states, a lot of different causes that are not this specific situation, this specific day relevant. You can hate the rain one day, you can love it the next. It's just a piece of information, just like any other sense. It's not the total factual relationship, but it's not cause and effect. It's not that simple. The culmination of many factors come together to make our perception. A large premise of a lot of what I post is learning that we don't have to be reactionary in our life. I don't know what's going on with my light, sorry about that. But we're not at the mercy of life happening to us, and my relationship, my job, the weather is making me have a bad day, is making me feel sad. Happiness comes from inside. Otherwise, the same things would make everyone happy. And we can consciously live our lives and decide how to perceive and proceed with situations, taking and honoring our emotions, taking them into consideration. You don't have to be unhappy. The difference between the things that I talk about and being complacent in a bad situation, being complacent with a life, a job, a personal direction, a relationship, a financial situation, anything that you are in that is destructive, unhealthy, or bringing you unhappiness, is that adopting a positive mindset is about those things that are neutral. Those things that are only negative because you assign it negativity. You can decide not to assign those things negative connotations. However, something that is harmful and detrimental to you is harmful and detrimental to you or others. And you know this in your core. Saying that it's not, telling yourself that you're fine, that this situation, this relationship, this position is fine, when you know it's not, is being complacent and fooling yourself. Now, there is a bridge here that you can approach for those situations that at this time you are truly incapable of changing, and that's the accepting life as it is. Those are for those things that are negative, that you don't condone, that happened in the past or are happening currently, but you are not in a position to change. Accepting those things as they are frees you to eventually take action when the opportunity arises to end that relationship, to change that job, or to cope with the traffic jam, the bad weather, and see it as a possibility for other things, to change to a positive mindset. A positive mindset, whoop, a positive mindset is one of flexibility, adaptability, and change. It only accepts those things it cannot change. It isn't about stagnation. It isn't about living in a situation that isn't right for you and telling yourself that it's fine. That's the opposite. It's about coping with those situations as they come so that we can make the next right choice, so that we can take action on those situations to improve our life, to improve our happiness in the moment, and visualize and see opportunities to change those things that are not making us happy in the long term, to make decisions about our life. So, yes, is it a little bit of self-positive, self-brainwashing? Yes, but we can believe anything. We can be afraid of balloons, or we can find them highly enjoyable. That's a pretty weird example, but a balloon is neutral. It's a piece of plastic. We can see it as harmful to the environment and to the oceans. We can have fondness and remember cherished childhood memories. We can have a phobia of balloons. We can whatever. It's individual. It's based on culture. It's based on personal history. And it's based on this fluctuating, wild piece of natural information that is called our emotion in each individual at any given time. Now that individual, whatever their response to the balloon, even if they're phobic, they can begin to change their perception of the situation. They may never love balloons, but it may cause them less distress. I'm not saying to accept the situation where you are in distress. I'm saying free yourself to address it. And in the moment when you could care less, balloons or not, maybe focus, be mindful. Let everything else, all those adult stresses, go for a moment. And look, it's balloons. Be joyful. Seize the opportunity. Get out of your head and seize the opportunity. Adopting a positive mindset and learning to rule and master your mind and the interpretation of your emotion is not a destructive practice. It causes overall stability, happiness. A majority of the time, it doesn't deny or inhibit your genuine emotions and moods. It's easily sustainable over the long term because of the rewards you get, and it does not discourage change, it encourages change. You know you're just tricking yourself into complacently accepting something that's negative for you when you do not change, you do not grow, you allow negative situations to foster. That's the difference. And if you're in a place where you're not sure which is which, or you don't yet have the confidence to make that next step, offer yourself the peace of mind to accept reality as it is. See it for what it is. Let that go. If you can't change it, you have to accept it. And in things that are toxic for us, beginning to detach our emotional lenses and be able to look mindfully and consciously at these situations may provide us more and more information to confidently make that next right step. So when you are positively brainwashing yourself, make sure you have the right objectives in mind. The overall goal is a more confident, fulfilling, legitimately happy, progressive life. Love you guys. Have a good day. Bye, YouTube.